But also, what I would just want to speak to here is that I have been shocked and surprised by how much parenting reminds me of my experience with disability, and that in that way, I felt uniquely prepared for parenting in a way that I don't think I would have been had I not experienced disability over the course of my lifetime, which is counterintuitive. Like, we don't think about disability as and parenting as overlapping in that way. We often think of them as like very opposite experiences. But I found that disability almost felt like a training camp for me in parenting. Like, disability over a lifetime has been like this boot camp for learning how to be adaptable, how to be flexible, how to be ready to pivot at any moment, how to like creative problem solving skills. I have this very high tolerance for knowing what I can and cannot control. So I have kind of like this endless well of patience that I get to bring into parenting that I think is a tool, an asset to me as a parent. I also feel like disability it kind of forces me on occasion to actually be the parent that I intend to be or want to be, like my ideals as a parent. So I want to be a parent that is always pursuing connection with my son. That I would much rather us move through the world connected than me like forcing you to always do the things I want you to do. I want to be connected to you, and I want us to move through and collaborate and do those things together. And disability really pushes me in that direction over and over and over again. It pushes me to move slow with my son, and like I want to be the parent that stops to like watch the ants like pick up the tiny speck of food and carry it over to the little tiny divot in the road. And like this is what we did last night. We like stared at the road and the ants, and we took like 2 minutes to just sit and stare at that sidewalk. And I feel like disability is pushing me towards being that parent, and that's the parent that I want to be. So I guess what I would say is being aware that there is a default skepticism of disabled parents, and that when disabled parents are doing things that look unfamiliar, look more elaborate, or look different than what you usually see parents doing, take a beat and like witness the wonder of that, right? Like, disabled parents are creative. They do things differently. And that's actually like an asset and something to support and cherish and learn from, as opposed to meet with skepticism. And we could talk about examples. I don't know how helpful and how much you want to spend on this, on talking about this, but that's kind of my general spiel about disability and parenting, is that disabled parents don't need skepticism. They need support just like any other parent needs support. Every single parent on this planet has their own unique set of limitations. Disabled parents sometimes might be more visible or might look different than what you expect, but all parents have limitations, and all parents need support in those limitations, and that's not different for disabled parents.